Education (PTY) limited information sessions. Understanding dyslexia. Dyslexia is a specific learning disability that primarily affects reading and language processing. It is characterized by difficulties with accurate and/or fluent word recognition and by poor spelling and decoding abilities. These challenges are not indicative of a person's overall intelligence. Rather, they stem from differences in how the brain processes written and spoken language. Impact on developmental levels. Dyslexia can affect individuals at various developmental stages. Early childhood, children may show delays in speech development, difficulty learning the alphabet, or trouble with rhyming. Elementary school, as children begin to read, those with dyslexia may struggle with phonemic awareness, the ability to hear and manipulate sounds, leading to difficulties in reading fluency and comprehension. Adolescence, students may experience frustration due to ongoing challenges with reading assignments, which can impact self-esteem and motivation. Adulthood, adults with dyslexia may continue to face challenges in academic settings or workplaces that require strong reading skills but often develop effective coping strategies. Tips for parents. Do's. Encourage reading. Provide access to books that interest your child, including audiobooks. Use multisensory approaches. Engage multiple senses through activities like tracing letters in sand or using colored overlays on text. Establish routines. Create a consistent homework routine that minimizes distractions. Communicate openly. Discuss dyslexia openly with your child, emphasizing that it is a difference in learning style rather than a limitation. Don'ts. Avoid negative labels. Refrain from labeling your child as lazy or not trying hard enough. Don't compare. Avoid comparing your child's progress to peers. Focus on individual growth. Limit frustration. Don't push too hard during homework sessions. Take breaks if needed. Tips for teachers. Do's. Differentiate instruction. Use varied teaching methods tailored to different learning styles, such as visual aids or hands-on activities. Provide extra time. Allow additional time for tests and assignments to reduce pressure. Utilize technology. Incorporate tools like text-to-speech software or apps designed for dyslexic learners. Foster a supportive environment. Create an inclusive classroom atmosphere where students feel safe discussing their challenges. Don'ts. Avoid public criticism. Never call out students for their reading difficulties in front of peers. This can damage self-esteem. Don't assume understanding. Check for comprehension frequently rather than assuming all students grasp the material based on participation alone. Limit rigid teaching methods. Avoid sticking strictly to traditional teaching methods that may not cater to diverse learning needs. Different types of dyslexia. Dyslexia is a specific learning disability that affects reading, writing, and spelling abilities. It is characterized by difficulties with accurate and/or fluent word recognition and by poor spelling and decoding abilities. Understanding the different types of dyslexia can help educators tailor their teaching strategies to meet the unique needs of each child. Below are the 7 recognized types of dyslexia. Phonological dyslexia. Phonological dyslexia is characterized by difficulty in recognizing and manipulating sounds in spoken words. Individuals with this type struggle with phonemic awareness, which is crucial for decoding words during reading. They may find it challenging to break words into their constituent sounds or blend sounds to form words. Rapid naming dyslexia. Rapid naming dyslexia involves difficulties in quickly naming objects, colors, or letters. This type affects a person's ability to retrieve information from memory swiftly, which can hinder reading fluency since they may take longer to recognize familiar words. Double deficit dyslexia. Double deficit dyslexia refers to individuals who exhibit both phonological processing difficulties and rapid naming issues. This combination can lead to more severe challenges in reading because both foundational skills necessary for fluent reading are impaired. Surface dyslexia. Surface dyslexia is characterized by difficulty with recognizing whole words and relying heavily on phonetic decoding strategies. Individuals may struggle with with irregularly spelled words, e.g., yacht war colonel, because they cannot apply typical phonetic rules effectively. Visual dyslexia. Visual dyslexia involves difficulties with visual processing that affect reading ability. Individuals may have trouble tracking lines of text or distinguishing between similar-looking letters, e.g., B vs D. This type can also include problems with visual memory, impacting their ability to recall how words look. Developmental dyslexia. Developmental dyslexia is a broad category that encompasses various forms of dyslexia present from early childhood as part of normal development but manifesting as significant challenges in learning to read and write over time. Acquired dyslexia. Acquired dyslexia occurs after an individual has developed normal reading skills, typically due to brain injury or neurological illness affecting areas responsible for language processing. This type can manifest differently depending on the location and extent of brain damage. In summary, understanding these 7 types of dyslexia, phonological, rapid naming, double deficit, surface, visual, developmental, and acquired, enables educators to create targeted interventions that address specific challenges faced by students with dyslexic profiles. Dyslexia is a complex condition affecting individuals across developmental stages. By employing supportive strategies at home and school while avoiding common pitfalls, parents and teachers can significantly aid children with dyslexia in achieving their potential. Supporting your dyslexic child. To support your dyslexic child, it's essential to understand the condition and its effects on their learning and daily life. Dyslexia is a neurological learning difficulty that affects reading, writing, and spelling skills, but it's not a reflection of a child's intelligence. Understanding dyslexia. Dyslexia is characterized by difficulties in processing and remembering information, which can impact learning and literacy skills. It's estimated that as many as 1 in 5 children has dyslexia, and it affects boys and girls equally. Identifying signs of dyslexia. Signs of dyslexia in children may include struggling to learn simple rhymes, speech delays, difficulty following directions, and reversing letters or numbers when reading. In school, children with dyslexia may have trouble sounding out new words, lack fluency, and struggle with reading, writing, and spelling. Strategies for supporting your dyslexic child. Several strategies can help support your dyslexic child. Celebrate their strengths. Noticing and celebrating your child's strengths is crucial. This can include their talents in art, vocabulary, listening skills, or athletic abilities. Encouraging them to use their strengths can boost their confidence. Be honest and set realistic goals. It's essential to be honest with yourself and your child about their progress. Setting realistic goals can help them see their capabilities and develop a sense of achievement. Short-term goals, such as practicing reading daily or moving up a reading level, can be particularly effective. Use assistive technology. Assistive technology can empower students with dyslexia to overcome some challenges. Tools like spell checkers, line readers, and text-to-speech software can be invaluable. Create a supportive environment. Creating a supportive classroom culture and environment at home can make a significant difference. This includes encouraging collaboration, providing extra time for tasks, and using multisensory activities to engage your child. Provide emotional support. Dyslexia can result in frustration, embarrassment, and low self-esteem. Providing emotional support by acknowledging their efforts, celebrating their successes, and helping them recognize their strengths is vital. Teaching strategies for dyslexia. Effective teaching strategies for dyslexia include multisensory instruction, breaking tasks into smaller steps, using dyslexia-friendly fonts, and encouraging computer use. Teachers can also make classrooms more dyslexia-friendly by posting visual schedules, offering colored bookmarks, and providing extra time for tasks. Multisensory learning. Several evidence-based teaching strategies can help students with dyslexia overcome their challenges and succeed in the classroom. These strategies often involve multisensory approaches, accommodations, and assistive technologies. Effective teaching strategies. Assistive technology. Multisensory learning is a cornerstone of effective instruction for students with dyslexia. This approach involves engaging multiple senses, sight, sound, touch, and movement, to reinforce learning. Activities like sand writing, blending boards, and arm tapping can help students connect sounds to letters and build their awareness of written language. For example, in sand writing, students trace letters in sand while verbalizing their sounds, which combines kinesthetic and auditory learning. Accommodations and modifications. Assistive technology can be a powerful tool for students with dyslexia, helping them to overcome specific challenges and access the curriculum. Pocket spell checkers, line readers, and digital scanning pens are examples of technologies that can support reading and writing. Spell checkers can provide instant feedback on spelling, while line readers can help students focus on individual lines of text. Digital scanning pens can capture text and read it aloud, aiding comprehension. Providing appropriate accommodations and modifications is essential to ensure that students with dyslexia have equal opportunities to learn and demonstrate their knowledge. These accommodations are often outlined in individualized education programs, IEPs, and may include additional strategies. Extended time on tests and assignments. This allows students to process information at their own pace. Oral responses, allowing students to answer questions orally instead of in writing, can be beneficial. Reduce distractions. Providing a quiet study space or using noise-canceling headphones can help students focus. Pre-teaching vocabulary and concepts. This helps students build background knowledge and understand new material. Providing outlines and graphic organizers. These tools can help students organize information and take notes effectively. Creating a supportive and inclusive classroom environment is crucial for students with dyslexia. This involves creating a dyslexia-friendly classroom. Simplify instructions. Break down complex instructions into smaller, manageable steps, and provide both written and verbal directions. Use dyslexia-friendly fonts. Fonts like Open Dyslexic or Arial can improve readability. Encourage computer use. Allow students to use computers for writing, which enables the use of spell checkers and grammar tools. Build confidence. Praise effort and hard work, and avoid putting students on the spot or criticizing their difficulties. Collaborate with parents. Maintain open communication with parents to share strategies and monitor progress. Provide audio-based reading alternatives. Audiobooks can help students access grade-level content and improve comprehension. Use graphic organizers. These visual aids can help students process and organize information. Teach exam strategies. Break down exams into simple steps to avoid overwhelming students. Mark work based on effort and ideas. Focus on the student's thinking and creativity, not just spelling and grammar. Incorporate mnemonic devices. These memory aids can help students remember key information. Encourage the use of assignment books or calendars. This helps students stay organized and manage their time. Use peer-mediated learning. Pair students with different ability levels to review notes, study, or read aloud. Key considerations. Posting visual schedules. This helps students understand the daily routine. Offering colored bookmarks. These can help students focus on a single line of text. Providing letter and number guides. These can assist with correct letter formation. Using large print for handouts. This improves readability. Using text-to-speech software. This can help students access text independently. Providing extra time on tasks. This allows students to work at their own pace. Providing study buddies. This can help with reading and writing tasks. Having multisensory tools available. Flashcards, puppets, and other hands-on materials can enhance learning. Early intervention is critical. The earlier dyslexia is identified and addressed, the better the outcomes for the student. Individualized instruction is essential. Every student with dyslexia is unique, and their needs will vary. Focus on strengths. Recognize and celebrate the strengths of students with dyslexia, such as their creativity and problem-solving skills. Collaboration is key. You work closely with parents, specialists, and other educators to provide comprehensive support. Professional development is important. Educators should seek training and resources to enhance their understanding of dyslexia and effective teaching strategies. By implementing these strategies, educators can create a supportive and effective learning environment where students with dyslexia can thrive and reach their full potential. Thank you for joining De-Novo Education PTY Limited Information Sessions.